Hello, beautiful people. Quick update. We are still in Cancun. Um, Long story short, we need to get an emergency passport. I meant to take a picture. But yeah. As for the rest of the trip, for this ayahuasca retreat, the nerves haven't kicked in yet, but I've done some more research about this plant, and I think it's going to be quite the experience. I really don't know what to expect, but other stuff that I've come across is that it's like dying and being reborn. So I'm getting prepared for death. I don't know how I feel about that. As you can imagine, it's a tad nerve-wracking. I think I'll know more about how I personally feel about it once we really get there in the Amazon. There will be no reception, no internet. Cancun has been quite the experience. I feel a little burnt from yesterday. I can't lie, I'm pretty red. I've never gone red before. My shoulders kind of hurt. But yeah, other than that, it is a beautiful day. And yeah, that's what I got for now. So we'll see how this goes.
Joy would not be able to get an emergency passport, and she would not be able to continue to Peru with us. So me and Ebony did what any great friends would do. We left her in Mexico with a man that we just met that day. We told him to meet us at Maria's restaurant, and this burger is 100% vegan. Just want to slide that in, down to the cheese, and it was so good. Like, I think out of all cheeseburgers I've ever had, this is the best cheeseburger. Hands down, the toughest thing about this game of life is releasing control of everything outside of yourself. The Taoists have a practice called Wu Wei, or the art of doing nothing, which is pretty much that. When we are faced with resistance or unforeseen obstacles in life, it's best to just accept it and go with the flow. Be like water.
This is really cool. We've just linked up with an awesome friend of the lady that's actually running the retreat that we're going to. His name is Daniel. We're on our way to his retreat actually in Mexico called the Samadhi Retreat, correct? Samadhi Retreat. So we're gonna go and check that out and see what's going on around there. And we're gonna be flying later on tonight. This trip is definitely taking a turn.
At this point in the game, Joy was definitely not joyful, but I mean, who would be? If I was in her shoes, I would be very upset. But with that said, she processed this whole turn of events in a very short time, and she did it like a champ. And there he is, the knight with the shiny pickup truck. Now, we had been driving for a very, very long time. Mind you, he did stop in between, but once we finally reached the gates of Samadhi, I was definitely blown away. This is the Impeccable Warrior and the Goddess of the Sea. They are the guardians of the grounds, representing masculine and feminine energy. Daniel is the architect of this retreat, and volunteers actually helped lend their expertise to bring it to life. The Toltecs were a culture that dominated central Mexico between the 10th and 12th century CE. And they had 4 rules of wisdom, otherwise known as the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best. The last one was our affirmation since we got to Mexico. We were living the Toltec way and didn't even know it. After we had some mangoes and hibiscus juice, it was time to say our adieus.
So we have made it back to the airport to catch our flight into Lima. And then from Lima, we will be going to Terapotes and just jumping right into the retreat. Um, it's going to be a little intense tomorrow because we don't actually get to have the preparation everybody else does, seeing how we are arriving a day late. It will just be Ebony and myself. Unfortunately, uh, Joy won't be joining for that portion of the trip, but she is staying in Cancun and she will be able to meet up with us when we come back into PDC.
This would be the furthest I had ever traveled away from home. And my stomach was in my throat at this point from all of the research and reading and podcasts I had listened to prior to boarding this plane about ayahuasca. But in my experience, the things that scare us most are usually the best experiences for us. When we entered these gates, I knew we were past the point of no return. And now it was my turn to be like water.
Okay, you just got here. We're at the location where the shit goes down. For a hot minute there, for just a tiny, tiny little smidget there, I was getting pretty fucking nervous, you know? I've never been camping or sleeping in the jungle before. And this is definitely some extreme shit. I mean, I don't know, like it's definitely an experience so far. Facilitators of this place just welcomed us in with open arms and they seem pretty cool. Oh, okay. Immediately no, because you didn't see what I just saw on my floor. This little thing just kind of caught my eye. Looks like the ants are carrying around something that's dead. I don't know what that is. Oh, there they go. There they go. I think it might be a cockroach. Oh my god. We've just literally been traveling all day. Really have had very little sleep. I can do this. And yeah. April, keep your shit together.
That evening when I came back, I actually found a couple cockroaches dueling it out on the floor. But the cool thing is the ants are actually just a natural cleaning service. They just came and picked up the loser and took him outside. Mother Nature is truly amazing. And the chickens would always sleep here at night around 6. It was cool because we got to go down, have some food, and meet up with the rest of the girls. Apparently one of them actually mixed up retreat with resort and had a nervous breakdown the night that they arrived. They were also a lot more disciplined with the food restrictions, and one started grilling me about the cheeseburger that I had showed them when I arrived. This little guy was the head rooster, which I quickly nicknamed Donald Trump.
I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna take a nap. But I have figured out what my intention is, which is the most important thing. An extremely exciting, happy, warm, loving experience, full of laughter and excitement. So, as you can see, I'm just in my bed. Got my net everywhere so I can have a nice nap. This bed is actually extremely comfortable. But yeah, that's my intention. Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
This is the look of complete terror. Don't let my calm demeanor fool you. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. With that said, my first ayahuasca ceremony was very calm and relaxing, mixed with quite a few electric colors. 1 ceremony down and 2 more to go.
So updates. We did not do the ceremony today because people have been getting the shits.